Hey everybody, it's Flat Earth Santa coming to you with another week of pickups. This week it's culminating in May 20th, 2025. These are the books that I got for the past week. So let's see what we've got. First up, thanks to Bailey's at Bailey's Comics Corner, um, they showed this on a bragging rights episode. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta have this. This is way too cool. So I picked it up from them. It's Transformers #1. It's the 10th printing. Um, it's Robert Kirkham, or Kirkham, or Tyler Kirkham. I keep getting Robert Kirkman and Tyler Kirkham mixed up, but Tyler Kirkham, that's his variant. Um, Optimus, just battle damaged, just really looking cool. So had to pick that up. That was awesome when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, I gotta grab that. Next up, Popples #1. Uh, if everybody remembers, um, the Popples TV show. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon. It was really cool. It was fun. It was kind of goofy when you were a kid, and of course, it's Star Newsstand, so very rare. Um, Star Comics, of course, was a division of Marvel, and they did a lot of stuff like Thundercats and Peter Porker and Popples and Care Bears and a bunch of Muppet Babies and stuff like that. So it was the sort of the Saturday morning cartoon wing of their comics. And newsstands still tough to get, and especially in higher grade. Next we have um, The Legend of Zelda, but it's actually Nintendo Comic System um, #7. Um, and of course, Darth Vader wants to fall over all the time. Hey, Darth, uh, go choke, force choke somebody out. So we've got The Legend of Zelda, um, or sorry, the Nintendo Comic System featuring The Legend of Zelda #7. Really cool. Again, newsstand, hard to get, kind of expensive, but I found it for a really good deal, so had to grab that. And at the same time, I got this as well, and this is in absolutely beautiful shape. This is getting graded. It's Adventures of Super Mario, um, #4. It's part of the Nintendo Comic Systems batch, but again, uh, this one's actually called Super Mario's 4, or The Adventures of Super Mario Brothers 4. Uh, really cool. I had to grab it. I love the old '80s game system uh, comics. Um, Now this was cool. This is something new that I didn't know about, and after I did some research on another book that I absolutely love, um, I found this and I understand why. Um, it's called They Called Him Evil. It's done by um, Doug TenNapel, who's the guy that does Earthworm Jim. And the reason why I found out about it is the book that I've got, the Earthworm Jim to Fight the Fish. I've never been able to find information about it. I mean, there's like 2 or 3 on the census graded, and I couldn't find much of anything else. And every time I get them, I pick them up. So the only one that I know for sure is in a buddy's possession, and I've got like 5 or 6 of them now. These things are expensive, but what had happened is when you purchased, they called him evil, number one. You got this as part of the Kickstarter, which was the Earthworm Jim to fight the fish. So that's where these books actually came from. I thought it was a Kickstarter just for these books, but no, it was a full, um, like a trade paperback, almost, well, it was actually a hardcover uh, of the Earthworm Jim plus the new Earthworm Jim Fight the Fish. But I didn't know it was its own. Well, I knew it was its own book, but I never knew where it came from, how you could have got it, whatever. Actually, what had happened is when you bought, um, they called him evil. You got that as well as part of your package. So there is not many of these things around. So absolutely cool. Definitely going to get this one graded again, but they call him evil. That's going to be something. It's a smaller book, but it looks really cool. Anyways, moving on, we have all new Venom #2, the Marvel Rivals edition, the Venom, and of course, kids and whatnot are playing Marvel Rivals. They're loving it. Really pushed the Jeff the Landshark there for a while. It still seems to keep up. Every time there's a new character that gets introduced in the game, the books kind of go crazy. But these two have been kind of keeping their value, and I saw them cheap, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll grab them. It was that and Amazing Spider-Man #65, obviously the Marvel Rivals version. Um, really cool. If you play them in the game, I, 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 I'm not a big fan of Marvel Rivals. I tried it a couple times, not my thing. But you know, uh, next up, sticking with ASM, we've got ASM 147. Good old Tarantula coming to knock you out with his stingers. I mean, let's face it, just web him to the ground and he ain't getting out. Like, it's not hard to beat this guy. Um, anyways, really cool cover. It's kind of the same pose in 130. I think it's 136 or whatever the other Tarantula one, and Spec Spidey #1. They're all kind of the same looking cover. But next up we've got a milestone issue. It's a square bound, and it's really kept together well. So it's a very nice copy of ASM 200. Um, it's the death of Uncle Ben's killer and the origin of Spider-Man retold. So it's in the issue. It kind of goes over exactly how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. Really nice to have. Now we've got go from Amazing Spider-Man to Avenging Spider-Man. This is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. This is the second printing, which is harder to find than the first printing. Makes it a little bit more valuable. I've got the first printing, but the second, I'm like, yeah, it was cheap. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. So I'm kind of a Spider-Man, you know, nutcase. I love my Spider-Man. So um, next up, we've got the Incredible Hulk 119. So very early Hulk. Really cool cover. Uh, just every once in a while, if I find a cool Hulk cover, I'll grab it. Next up, we've got Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 11. Cool space cover, Steranko cover. Um, I mean, how do you go wrong? It's Nick Fury. Next up, we've got Captain Marvel number 17. Really, really nice shape. Um, wish it had a little bit. It's got probably 4 or 5 spine ticks, so I would have liked it a little less, a little higher. Probably would have liked it more in the 8.5 range rather than the 7.5 range. But you know what? It's a nice copy. It's worth its. It's a really cool book. It's original Marvel. Love that series. Trying to get to more to complete that run. Next we have Thor 337, and you're like, well, wait a second, I've seen this a bunch of times on on uh, on your pickups. Yes, you have, and it's because normally it's a direct, a newsstand, or a CPV. Well, this one is a Mark Jewelers, so this book completes my set for Thor 337. So I've got a direct, a newsy, a CPV, and a Mark Jewelers. Love this cover. It's obviously first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, an alien who can pick up Mjolnir. So really cool. Next, we've moving from Marvel to DC superheroes. We've got Batman 332. This is sort of a project book. It's a little dirty and it needs a good cleaning, and a nice press would do it awesome. I think it'll bump it up quite a bit. Um, but it's the first solo story of Catwoman. Um, this is the original sort of it's a solo story in the back of the book. So really cool. Had to grab it. We've got Batman 350, just a cool Gene Colan cover. Um, it's sort of a vampire ghosty type of thing, getting a Batman. I think it's kind of cool. Plus, I mean, it's Batman, so I've got to grab it. Just something that's one of those, just one of those titles that I really love and pick up when I can in good when they're in good price. And the problem is sometimes they're not. So unfortunately, I have to leave them when they're not in great price. But next up, we've got a biggie. Especially this is going to pop off a little more, and again, it needs a little pressing, needs a little love to make it just a bit better, to finish it off. But it's Green Lantern 87. And the book's cool. It's the first appearance of John Stewart as the Green Lantern. It's also the second appearance of Guy Gardner in his Green Lantern. It's a Neil Adams cover. It's iconic, especially coming up with the Lanterns TV show that's going to be on Disney Plus. I think it'll be kind of cool. I have always wanted this book. I just never grabbed it for some odd reason. Um, but I got it at a decent price again, thanks Bailey's. So I'm not complaining on that one. This I didn't mind picking that one up. And as I said, I'm a patient person. I will wait for a specific book if I want it, and it's not in my price range. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll pass. The books will come up again. Um, there's very few times when there are books that just you're not going to see again within a year or so. It's just when it's there, and it's that perfect storm where it's a book you want, it's in a great condition that you want, and it's a cheap price, you pull the trigger. Because a lot of times you may not get that chance again. You will always see the book again, just not necessarily with that perfect storm. And sometimes you will. Sometimes you'll make a mistake, and sometimes it'll go less in a month or 2 or 6 months. But most of the time, it's probably going to go up. But don't take my advice on it. You know, you'll see. Really take a look at some of the books that you want. Take a look at their use the tools out there to be able to track sales and whatnot. So uh, I think it's really cool. Anyways, my rant is over. Next, next book up, House of Secrets, number 100. As you know, I'm starting to spend a little bit more time grabbing Bronze Age horror, both in DC, but mostly DC, but some Marvel as well. So really cool. It's I forgot to mention. Yeah, it's an iconic and well-known Bernie Wrightson cover. That's the reason I grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, Bernie's my guy. I'm a Bernie bro. Uh, he absolutely he does some awesome work. His Swamp Thing is revolutionary. Um, Next up, we've got Adventure into Fear, or everyone calls it Fear, but it's number 10. This is the first solo story of Man Thing. And again, as I said, Bronze Age Marvel horror. Um, really cool. First solo story of that it had the Man Thing. So had to grab that. Switching from Marvel to DC, from Man Thing to Swamp Thing. This is part of the Alan Moore run. This is right at the beginning of the Alan Moore run. Number 20 was his very first Swamp Thing title. But it is a CPV. So, Canadian price variant of a very cool, very iconic cover. I remember this one. I was a kid. I remember it on the spinner rack shelves. So the funny thing is mine would have been the CPV, so I probably picked up a copy exactly like this. So really cool to have it back, and yeah. Now, while this isn't a CPV, it is a newsstand because I didn't have this in a newsstand. I do have it in a 9.8 CPV, but this is Swamp Thing number 25. And what makes this special is this is the first cameo appearance of John Constantine. This is where he gets into the storyline. where it starts getting to the Justice League Dark sort of come together, even though it's unofficial and whatnot. It's sort of that cool, just kind of the beginning of the story, and I absolutely love this cover. Now, again, I'm Canadian, so I get Canadian price variants. This is not necessarily a Canadian price variant because they didn't have them at this late, but this is a 2014 summer special of Captain Canuck. This is the very first Canada Day special comic. You see, you've got Captain Canuck in his newfangled armor, and the kid's got a Canada flag as a cape, and you've got Happy Canada Day. So, really cool. Had to grab it. It's sort of national pride to have that comic. Now this next one, I have number 1. There's still there's 5 issues in this series, and I've still got 3 more to go to find, but I want to find them in high grade. So I've got the first one in high grade, and this is number 2. This is The Warriors, the official movie adaptation, number 2. The publishers Dable Brothers, I remember them from in the 2000s. I think I met the guys a couple times. But yeah, this is the Warriors, the movie from 1970s that was banned. A lot of police were trying to ban the movie because they thought it was going to start more gang violence in New York. And yeah, and if you haven't seen the movie, go out and see it. I mean, you have to. It's something you just have to see, and just for the fun of it, Warriors come out to play. I mean, just hearing that, if you're from my era, that just brings goosebumps uh, and pure nostalgia. Next up, absolutely beautiful copy. Getting graded. Predator number 1, first printing, the very first appearance of the Predator in comics. I mean, how do you go wrong? The Predator movies in the 80s were just some of the coolest stuff. I mean, Predator 1 and a little bit to Predator 2. But definitely the original. It was it was a defining movie when I was a kid. So it was awesome. So we've got that. Next up, we're going to the girly books. Shifting just a little bit. We've got Wonder Woman number 36, part of the New 52 line. And when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I gotta grab it. It's a Finch cover. I'm a little sucker for Finch. He's got sort of Turner-esque, um, just lines and certain things in this cover. So I was like, yeah, I gotta grab it. I mean, it's not expensive book. It's nothing fancy, but it's just something I kind of had to have. Next, we've got, and I love the Supergirl from this, Kara Zor-El. Um, Supergirl number 1. And this is a Turner cover, But what makes it special is this, the newsstand. Very, very hard to get. The only DC one probably that I would say would be worth more in newsstand in very high grade would probably be Batman #1, New 52. So this is me finding this and finding it at the price I did was awesome. Thanks, Ricky. Um, it was really cool. I definitely enjoyed it, and it's in beautiful condition. And I mean, this thing's getting graded. Next up, I kind of saw this, and I've been trying to get the variant of #9 of this series, but I saw this and I'm like, this looks kind of cool. This is Secret Wars, the 2015 run, #1. It's the first cameo appearance of the God Emperor Doom, which is going to be probably talked about in the next uh, movie, uh, the Avengers, or the next Avengers movie. And it's Amanda Connor Women of Marvel event, the variant. So it looks really cool. So I was like, yeah, I'm it it like picked me out and said, yeah, you want to get this. So I did. So really cool. Had to grab that. Now I blame Bruce for this. Um, I mean, I'm a huge Red Sonja fan, and I'm a huge Army of Darkness fan. And Ash is, he's just Ash. But the Mark Spears cover of Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness, #1. A lot of fun, cool looking cover. I think that's you know going to be something cool. I'm gonna read it, and damn you, Bruce, get me into liking Mark Spears. So now this next cover, I'm actually a little sad because there's a tiny, tiny tick on the spine, and other than that, this thing is just pure mint. I mean, corners are sharp. Other than that one tick, the spine is flawless. The back is good, and I I've wanted this book for a while. I just never pulled the trigger because again, uh, it was never in the price range that I was happy with. Well, this one came up and it was in beautiful shape. I really thought it was going to be minty. I might be able to fix it. We'll see. It might not be color breaking, so if it's not, then this should be a 9.8. If not, it's a 9.6. But it's getting graded. It is Battle Chasers #1. Um, it's the another universe exclusive. Um, everyone knows this. It's the booty. Uh, the I need another slice of cake issue. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. It's pure sex appeal. That's all it is. Um, but I was patient, waited, got it when it was at a great price. Now, talking about more sex appeal, our next book is Elvira's House of Mystery #1. This is the first appearance of Elvira in comics. So I want to get this book signed by her and then graded. It is a beautiful, beautiful copy of this. Um, I want it for my PC where it's signed by her, and I think it's absolutely awesome. I remember reading it back back then too. Uh, it was, kind of stood out on the spinner rack. Uh, you were like, yeah, I gotta check that out. So, anyways, got it. Um, and of course, to go with it, the another one of that run's cool covers is To Be Taught by Elvira, and it's again a new stand, so really cool to have. Um, it's another one of those iconic covers of the run. So again, if you don't remember Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, well, I feel bad for you because that was part of your, especially part of my generation's coming of age. So uh, you know, who didn't have a crush on her? Um, Next up, uh, moving from the 80s to the 2000s, we've got Danger Girl Trinity #1, and this thing is Dynamic Forces edition. There's only 750 copies of this, and it is the J. Scott Campbell sketch cover edition. Really cool. Comes with the COA. So I'm a big J. Scott Campbell fan, even though I make fun of him for his femurs. Still enjoy a lot of his work. And last but not least, again, the Girly magazine is a new book that came out, I think it was last month, is Pop Kill #3, the Adam Hughes cover. And you can definitely see why I enjoy the cover. So, again, guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe. Um, say something in the comments if let me know what books you got. Let me know whether you like some of the books that I got, whether you didn't like some of the books that I got. Maybe you said, hey, I didn't want to pick that up. Not my style, blah, blah, blah. I always want to hear other people's opinions. I mean, I don't have to listen to them, but I'm definitely going to hear them. Um, because I think everyone's got their own way of collecting, and I think it's cool to hear about different things and why you like something or why you might not. As long as it doesn't turn into something that's just I don't like it because I don't like it. Which okay, well there's you can there's but there's you know there's no talk like this is the geek scene. This is the nerd scene. We argue about, and I won't say argue, but we argue about pretty much everything. I mean, who's going to win in a fight? This person or this person? Who's going to do this? This person or this person? It's just the nature of the geek industry. Um, so I really enjoy it. And again, guys, get out there, enjoy collecting, find that diamond in the rough. We're going to be teaching you guys more about cleaning and pressing in the near future. Um, so stay tuned. Yeah, find that diamond in the rough. And of course, as Red Green always says, keep your stick on the ice.
Hey, what are you doing, man? Why are you still sticking around? I mean, if you're gonna be here, hit the like and subscribe. You know you want to do it. Santa tells you to do it. If you don't do it, you'll not get jello in your stocking next year. The earth is flat, man. Deal with it.